What's up, YouTube? Welcome to the Coffee Pod. My name is Shisha Zed.
Drink the coffee, it'll make you feel better.
Lori Harvey says that almost getting married at a young age prompted her to start dating on her own terms. No more wasting time. Let's get it.
I grew up with brothers, so I was like, all right, I know how this is going down. And I'm gonna move accordingly.
You beat him to the punch.
Yeah, I'm just gonna move accordingly. And also, like, I almost got married very young, and so I think after that, it made me be like, okay, I felt like I hadn't really experienced anything. I didn't really know myself. I didn't really know what I liked, what I didn't like. I just feel like I hadn't really experienced life. So I think at that point, then I was like, okay, I'm about to, like I said, just date on my terms, and like however I want to move, whatever I want to do, I'm gonna do it. And if it's no longer serving me, I'm gonna move on.
All right, guys, so you heard it for yourself. Lori Harvey says that she almost got married at a young age. Now, what that sounds like to me is she's addressing the whole Michael B. Jordan situation, because we know that he was ready to get married to her, but she wasn't ready to settle down. And this is why women today love Lori Harvey. They want to be like her, right? Lots of women love Michael B. Jordan, but hey, you turned him down? Wow. Savage, living life by her own terms. But guys, I want to focus on some things here that were said by her that I think are really important to understand, just like how women move today. That'll be beneficial for a lot of men. I don't do this and like react to celebrity stuff just for the sake of gossip. I think women follow, specifically women, try to follow the lead in whatever is trending in the celebrity world, right? They try to mimic these women. A lot of women look up to Lori Harvey. So first thing is this. What she said there, her talking about her living her best life. This has nothing to do with her living her best life. The way she's choosing to just date whoever she wants, whenever she wants, this has nothing to do with her finding herself. This is about her riding the CC and trying to lock down the highest value man that she can find. This right here falls right in line with the video that I released a while back titled The Rise of the Sugar Baby and 304s, right? Lori Harvey being like the prototype of 304s and Young Miami being a very proud sugar baby. Women have no shame today. They're actively seeking men, dating them, racking up bodies. They don't care. And more women are more open about sharing a man with lots of money. Women in their early 20s today do not want to settle down and be wives. They don't. They don't want that coffee.
Like my coffee like I like my women.
Why? Well, because this is what women do when you give them independence and remove shame and stigmas surrounding promiscuity. They want to live their best life. They play the dating market like men. But the only problem is they're not men. And not only are they not men, they don't drink coffee. They don't live in reality. They're constantly sold delusion through female empowerment. You can be a man. In fact, you don't need a man. You can do it all by yourself. You never hear men saying they don't need women. But like I said, the problem is they're not men. There is more risk for women who move like Lori Harvey. Their risk to end up single mothers like her mother once was, including her risk of not being able to pair bond due to all the men that she's been with, right? Countless men that she's been with. We know that's a fact. And then there's the wall, which is around the corner. And finally, your looks are slowly depreciating. You're not going to be young forever. So then what? Well, maybe instead of spending your younger years finding yourself, having fun, maybe you should understand that as a woman, you're in your peak. You won't always be that young and beautiful. And this is where you should capitalize on a good man. Again, guys, women like Lori Harvey who say things like, oh, I'm finding myself. I'm just learning to know what I like. It's not about that. What this is really about is wanting to have her cake and wanting to eat it too. I want to chase the alpha men, the men I find the most attractive. I want them to bust my cheeks. Not me, but you know, Lori Harvey. Fast, not slow. Pause.
This coffee smells like shit.
I want to get with as many men as possible that I find attractive and don't want to be judged for it. When I'm ready to settle down, that's when I'll settle down. But the only problem is most women who take that approach to dating end up like Brittany Renner, Superhead, right? Those are extreme examples, but you guys get what I mean. They all think they're going to end up like Sierra, get real lucky and lock down a simp like Russell Wilson after repeating Sierra's prayer, but it just doesn't work out that way, right? It just doesn't, right? That's like a man saying, you know what, I'm going to spend my youthful years I have the most energy, my mind's the most sharp, and I'm just going to drink all day. I'm just going to have fun. I'm just going to party. Some of you decide to do that. And again, it won't work out for you in the long term if you don't have a mindset, if you don't have a plan to discipline yourself and build. Understand the type of life that you want. And most men want to improve their sexual options in the dating market. What does that mean? That means that you have to work hard, right? Men are made, not born. And so you go out, you become the man who you're proud of, and then by consequence, you attract more women. That's how it works. But the guy that's thinking like Lori Harvey is the guy that's like, oh yeah, I'm just gonna party my life away, not focus on my purpose. I'm gonna play video games my whole life, every second. I'm not gonna hit the gym. No plans, just gonna enjoy life. Hey, because I wanna do me. I'll settle down around 40 or 50. Well, what will you look like at that age? What will your body look like? What will your bank account look like? What will your mind look like? Your tolerance to go through difficulty? You see, men don't have the privilege to be this delusional. But of course, women think that they could do that. And by the end of it, everything's gonna work out. It won't. They don't like that coffee.
Put that coffee down.
Right? They think once they've reformed and I'm no longer that girl anymore. I'm no longer that girl anymore. I've changed. In fact, I go to church now. No shame against church, man. I believe in God. This is the dualistic mating strategy. And trust me, she'll come around like Amber Rose and all the other women and demand respect. For what? For being a woman. And guys, this has less to do with Lori Harvey, but has to do with a mating strategy a lot of women today implement, a mindset that they have. And she'll be back after being in those streets and demand respect. But respect for what? For being a woman? Well, men won't respect you just for being a woman. In the world of men, respect is earned. A woman's greatest asset is her innocence, what she chooses to preserve. A man who's too innocent, hasn't gone through much in life, isn't that attractive to the opposite sex, right? Women preserve themselves. Men go out and become. A man who's been through pressure is attractive to a woman because she's looking for a man who can protect and provide. A woman, on the other hand, who's been through trauma and pressure, and you can tell by looking at her that she looks like she got hit by 2 trains. That's not attractive. But of course, man, as always, we're gonna check out these comments of these women who responded to Lori Harvey's living her best life. Our first commenter here says, I feel her, and she's at the perfect age to do so. Enjoy your life. Think of what I said and just think of how backwards a lot of women today move within the dating market. When you are at your peak, your youngest, your most attractive, you're looking at that as a perfect time to be a 304.
God damn it! You can't make this shit up!
Next comment says, this is the most I ever heard her speak, laughing emojis. And of course, I wasn't too surprised by what was coming out of her mouth. Next comment says, y'all need to learn something from this. Tyra's voice. They're pushing this idea. Of course, it's not going to help any of these women. Another woman wrote, and boy, did she. I ain't mad though. Do you, boo. Do you. And by that, she means she really did go out here and live her best life, right? Bouncing from joystick, bouncing from guy to guy, literally. Another commenter says, she basically saying, I'm a savage. Next is female commenter says, she said what she said. I think that's what that's supposed to say. Dating on her own terms. I'm here for it. Here's my question with the whole like dating on my own terms. When women use that phrase, who's not dating on their own terms? Are women independent or are they not? Can women make their own decisions or can they not? This whole I'm dating on my own terms. When haven't you been dating on your own terms? That's the question. Next comment says, the City Girls president and leader has spoken. That is true. They look up to this woman a lot. Next comment, move on your own terms, girl. Yes, because listen, we're all moving on our own terms. Next comment says, sounds like trauma and fear to me. That's facts. This female commenter says, I feel like if you're gonna have this mindset, men/women, then just be transparent with the people you date. The confusion comes when you start to lead people on and manipulating them into believing you're there for a long time. when you're really only there for a good time. This right here is why I do what I do. This is why I create the content I do, is I hope this reaches men. Listen, most men out there meet a woman like Lori Harvey, with the mindset of Lori Harvey, and these women will treat you like she's in love with you. And what's going to happen? You're going to fall in love. We don't do that over here. We don't fall in love with women. Falling in love is falling in love blindly. We choose love, right? Love is a feeling. We don't rely on feelings. But a lot of guys out here will run into women with the same mindset. They fall in love. They put their purpose aside. They think there's no way. They're convinced. Now they want to marry the chick, aka Michael B. Jordan. And then she pulls out. And now you're wondering, well, what's going on? Why would she do that? You have to know that women are out here moving differently than you're told they are. No, I just have to find the right. Shisha, you don't understand. Nah, bro. They don't drink coffee.
No, I'll have a tea, actually.
Next comment says, I learned that sometimes you miss out on a blessing from a man that loves you just because you want to, per se, live your life and be free, and end up with nobody or the worst relationships after. Maybe that's just me. I don't know. So I don't even know who this chick is, but she's speaking here from experience. I bet you she's a lot older than early or mid 20s. Next comment says, she broke Bay's heart. I respect her, but she broke his heart. And of course, this woman's talking about Michael B. Jordan. She did, man. He looked like he was legitimately shaken by that experience, like visibly. Next comment says, okay, but you could have left Michael out of that. Damn. Next comment says, and that's why you date, y'all. If it no longer aligns with your future, let it go no matter what people have to say. It's your life. Do what you want to do. So what if your future is being a 3 or 4? That's okay. You can be that. I'm not here to tell people what to do, what not to do. I'm here to say, this is what's happening, man. If you're a man, you got to be aware how women are running the dating market. Do men do this? Yes. Can they afford to do this a little bit more than women do? They can, but at some point a man also has to get serious about his purpose and his future. And that response is to people who say, well, men do it. Yeah, men do it, but it does not take away from who they become in the future, right? A man who slept with a number of women on his way to the top is still gonna have probably just as much options, if not more, because women want men who other women also want. This next commenter says, she's young, no kids, live your life. Lori, young, no kids, live your life. But when you become a single mother, now it's time to stop living your life and lock down a man. Crazy. Another comment says, love that she took control of her romantic life. We all have control of our romantic life. Even the people whose romantic life isn't the best, they control that. They made those choices in most cases. Listen, man, as always, curious to know what you guys thought of the topic. Comment down below. I appreciate you for checking out another episode of the Coffee Pod, man. Till next time, I'm out. Peace.